Nicki clearly didn't get the memo about how the Carters handled their business because, wow, after months of Beyoncé keeping silent while Nicki dragged her and Jay-Z for no reason, Queen Bee finally decided enough is enough.
The world know that Onika Tanya Mirage would never, has never, and will never speak ill of anyone's child. I am not a clown. That's clown shit.
Word on the street is she's quietly pulling strings behind the scenes to make sure Nicki's next album flops harder than any project she's ever dropped. The industry isn't about to play with the Carters, and Nicki just might have picked the wrong battle this time.
Tweets I've seen you post disrespecting me, idiot Wilson. All of y'all, for some reason, when y'all are around certain people, y'all feel that y'all have this power. Why, when y'all have an affiliation to Jay-Z in some sort of way, y'all be thinking that y'all can disrespect and violate?
But things went from bad to downright wild when Nicki crossed a major line by talking about Beyoncé's kids. Like, who does that? People are saying Nicki's been moving strange lately, acting completely out of pocket online, posting erratically, arguing with fans, and going off on random tangents. She's been on one non-stop. This is the same woman who once swore she'd never speak on anyone's kids, and now she's doing just that? Total hypocrisy. What's even worse is that she allegedly threw out claims about Beyoncé's children being autistic, a disgusting thing to weaponize. And then she had the nerve to let people clown her own son online, saying he's slow or always banging spoons on tables. That's just wrong. Nicki's gone too far, and people are saying she's spiraling hard. This feud didn't come out of nowhere either. Nicki's been holding a grudge for years, convinced that Jay-Z and Beyoncé somehow blocked her blessings. She even came for Jay last year during her messy beef with Megan Thee Stallion, talking wild like she's got nothing to lose. Up next, we're diving into all the shady firings Desiree allegedly handled behind closed doors and the chaos that followed. A lot of people didn't see this one coming. They were shocked and straight up hurt by Nicki's behavior. Word is, she's so obsessed with trying to prove a point that she's willing to go broke just to replace anyone she sees as competition. That's wild. She even dragged a respected hip-hop journalist, Elliott Wilson, into the mess. All because he criticized her after that chaotic live stream she did with Kai Cenat to promote her album. Nicki went off, claiming Elliott was being paid by Jay-Z to spread lies about her. The drama got messy fast. She even fired shots saying, "Elliott, if you'd stop kissing Jay-Z's feet for 1 second, you'd actually be happy for the newcomers." That line had people gasping. Then she doubled down, accusing the media of twisting the story, saying, "Didn't y'all say I don't support new girls? I did songs with all of them, though. Why you not happy for a young black man like Kai?" The internet went wild over that one. But Nicki didn't stop there. She dropped a bomb, accusing Jay-Z of getting her arrested just to ruin her tour. Remember when she got detained in Amsterdam during her Pink Friday 2 European leg? Yeah, that's the one. She claimed someone tipped off the police that she was smuggling illegal stuff from the US. She went live during the chaos, saying, "They've been trying to stop me from every show. They took my bags before I could see them and put them on the plane. Now they're saying customs is waiting." This is what happens when people are paid big money to sabotage you. Nicki swore the whole thing was a setup. A calculated move by powerful people to make sure her tour tanked. The conspiracy energy was off the charts. Nicki swears there's a whole operation out to ruin her tour, and she's not holding back. She said people are getting paid big money just to sabotage her success because they're mad they can't profit off her anymore. According to her, a few folks who were caught stealing money from her private jet expenses got fired, then turned around and started plotting revenge. She claimed that's exactly how things got planted in her luggage in the first place. Straight setup vibes. Then came the bombshell. Popular YouTube blogger Storm Monroe, who's known for getting insider tea straight from Hollywood, said he heard that Jay-Z himself was behind the whole thing. He claimed there's a mole in Nicki's own team getting paid by Roc Nation to leak every move she makes. That's wild. Storm even said that's how the Dutch police supposedly knew what was in Nicki's bags before she even landed, meaning the arrest might have been planned from the jump. The internet lit up over those claims. According to Nicki, it was all a calculated scheme to paint her as unstable and addicted, a total hit job meant to trash her image and crash her tour. And just when people thought she'd cool off, she turned the heat up again, accusing Jay-Z of scamming her out of $200 million. She claimed that back in 2015, Jay pulled her, Rihanna, Alicia Keys, and a bunch of other stars into that Tidal streaming deal, only to secretly sell it later for $300 million without cutting them their fair share. Now that's a betrayal bomb. So according to Nicki, she owned a 3% stake in Tidal, which should have earned her around $8.9 million when the company was sold. But she claims she didn't see a single dollar. When her lawyers supposedly reached out to Jay-Z demanding what she was owed, he allegedly offered her just $1 million. And only if she signed an NDA first. Like, what? Nicki wasn't having it. She said she refused to stay quiet no matter what it cost her. Neither Beyoncé nor Jay-Z said a word publicly about it, but that silence didn't last long because Beyoncé's mama, Miss Tina Knowles, and her sister Solange decided to step in. They were clearly over Nicki's non-stop attacks. Miss Tina threw some serious shade on Instagram, posting a photo with Beyoncé and the caption, "Good morning! It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds like some people. Y'all have a great day and remember to ignore the ignorance." Phew, the internet went crazy. Of course, the Barbs swarmed her comments, dragging Miss Tina so bad that she eventually changed the caption. She tried to backpedal, saying, "Wow, I reposted this because it was about my relationship with Beyoncé. It had nothing to do with anyone else. Please stop being messy. This has nothing to do with you guys." But the damage was already done. The shade had been caught and screenshotted. Then came Solange, and she made things weirder. She jumped on Instagram posting eerie photos of altars and idols, which fans immediately took as a spooky warning to Nicki to back off before things got spiritual. Social media was lit with theories. Some people even said Solange was hinting that she'd put energy on Nicki if she didn't quit. And just when everyone thought it couldn't get any wilder, Nicki turned her attention back to Jay-Z. This time accusing him of trying to silence his rumored estranged son, Rear. The drama just kept leveling up. After throwing shots about Jay-Z's alleged secret son, Nicki went full throttle. No filter, no pause. She started hinting that Rear had been reaching out to Jay for years, trying to build a relationship, but that Jay was doing everything in his power to shut him up. Nicki claimed Jay had been paying people off to keep the story buried and even threatening anyone who dared to speak on it. People were stunned. She said, "That man is out here preaching loyalty and family while hiding his own blood." The internet exploded, comments flying everywhere. Fans started digging, trying to find out who this supposed son was. And that's when old rumors resurfaced about a young man from Maryland who had claimed to be Jay-Z's child years ago. Nicki allegedly started liking shady posts about it and reposting subliminal messages that seemed to target both Jay and Beyoncé. The timing was suspicious too, right when Beyoncé was gearing up for a major fashion collaboration drop. It looked like Nicki wanted to mess with the Carter brand just as the spotlight was on them. Then she went live again, saying she had receipts to back everything up, but that her people advised her not to release them. Yet. That one word, yet, had social media losing its mind. Everyone was waiting, refreshing, wondering if she'd drop something explosive. The Barbs hyped her up while the Bayhive was ready for war. It was chaos online, hashtags trending, fan pages arguing, and industry insiders whispering that Nicki had finally crossed the line she couldn't come back from. Meanwhile, rumors started floating that Beyoncé and Jay's legal team had already sent warnings to Nicki behind the scenes, telling her to chill before things got ugly. But if there's one thing Nicki's known for, it's doubling down when she feels cornered. And baby, that's exactly what she did, posting cryptic tweets and teasing that the real truth about Jay-Z was coming soon. Not even a week after those explosive lives, Nicki came back swinging again, this time with even more fire. She jumped online late at night, ranting that she had been blacklisted by the entire industry because Jay-Z had supposedly made a few quiet phone calls behind the scenes. According to her, certain streaming platforms suddenly stopped promoting her music, her upcoming festival slots mysteriously vanished, and a few of her industry friends suddenly stopped answering her calls. Nicki said, "They're scared of him. They all fold when his name comes up." People were shook. Then she dropped another bomb, saying she had voice recordings and screenshots that proved top execs were being told not to work with her. She didn't play the audio, but she teased, "If I disappear, y'all know why." These people move like the mob. Fans went into full panic mode. The Barbs flooded her comments with messages of support, while others said she was spiraling and needed to take a break. Either way, everyone was watching. Every post, every word. Behind the scenes, whispers spread that Beyoncé's team was getting ready to take legal action if Nicki kept throwing their names around. Some sources claimed a few of Nicki's business partners were already backing out quietly to avoid being dragged into the mess. It was turning into a full-blown industry Cold War, the Carters versus Nicki. But instead of laying low, Nicki doubled down again, posting a long rant saying she was the most targeted woman in hip-hop history. She accused certain powerful couples of trying to erase her legacy because they couldn't control her. She even said, "They want me gone because I won't bow down." That line went viral instantly, reposted on blogs, TikToks, and gossip pages everywhere. At this point, the tension was unreal. Fans, bloggers, and even other celebs were picking sides. Everyone could feel it. Something major was about to blow. By now, Nicki had turned her feud into a full-blown war, and the internet couldn't look away. Out of nowhere, she went live again, tears in her eyes but fury in her voice, saying she had finally seen the proof that people inside Roc Nation were plotting against her. She said, "They've been monitoring my emails, my flights, my studio sessions, everything." The comments were blowing up like fireworks. Some people believed her, while others said she was losing it. Either way, the drama was too wild to ignore. Nicki claimed she had received anonymous screenshots showing that her tour schedule and unreleased song titles were being shared with people connected to Jay-Z's team. She said it was done to block her every move and make sure she never gets another #1. The way she told it, every time she planned something big, it mysteriously leaked before she could even announce it. Fans started noticing the pattern too. Canceled performances, delayed rollouts, and projects that disappeared overnight. The timeline was crazy. Then Nicki took things even further. She said she'd been warned not to mess with powerful people and that one of her closest insiders told her the Carters wanted her to publicly apologize or risk being shut out of the industry completely. Nicki laughed it off live, saying, "I'll never bow down. Never. I made myself without them." That clip went viral instantly, and even celebrities started chiming in. Some saying Nicki was brave for standing up to the industry, others saying she was digging her own grave. Meanwhile, Jay-Z and Beyoncé stayed completely silent, but their silence only made people talk more. Every move they made, every post, every appearance got dissected for hidden meaning. People were whispering that the situation had gone way past petty drama and was now turning into something darker, something that could shake up the whole music industry if it kept escalating. Souther, aka ER, is the guy who's been claiming for years he's Jay-Z's son and saying Jay-Z won't take responsibility. Nicki reposted an IG post 50 Cent shared about the alleged son, adding a caption that read, "Jay-Z is trending because the judge has granted ER's request to move forward with his case, and the judge has demanded Jay-Z respond to Rear's paternity lawsuit by July 18th. Hashtag Jay-Z exclamation mark." Was that why Jay-Z trended the other day? People were baffled and hyped at the same time. Wild energy online. Now about Beyoncé allegedly pulling strings to get Nicki blackballed. Sources say it's not only because Nicki keeps attacking Jay-Z. The real spark was when she dragged Beyoncé and their kids into her fights. That move apparently crossed a line for a lot of people. This whole exchange got uglier fast. Nicki's back and forth with Cardi B turned personal, and Cardi threw shade that referenced a child in a heated tweet, writing stuff like, "You said you gonna kick my child's gums back, and didn't you say you was in New York? Now where the you at? 'Cause today gonna be the day I go to jail." That tweet set off a rage storm, and Nicki fired back with snarky replies, calling people names and mocking appearances, even dragging Desiree into it about fillers and looks. The internet erupted with receipts and counter receipts, chaos everywhere. Fans and insiders say the conflict isn't just petty Twitter smoke anymore. It's bleeding into real-world consequences. People on both sides are circling up lawyers, cleaning up receipts, and watching for who will fold first. No one's playing coy now. This thing could cost careers and friendships if it keeps escalating. Now this right here, this might be the breaking point. If Beyoncé ever needed a reason to finally humble Nicki, this is it. The whole internet's buzzing, saying Queen Bee's patience has officially run out. And honestly, can you blame her? Nicki's been out here throwing shade at people's kids like it's nothing, even though Cardi allegedly threw some shade back about Nicki's own son not being the sharpest. It's messy, it's cruel, and it's crossing way too many lines. People online didn't hold back either. One comment went viral saying, "I said it once and I'll say it again. Beyoncé about to hit Nicki where it hurts. The pockets. Y'all better stop playing with that woman," another fan chimed in. "The barbs might be wild, but they ain't the hive." Beyoncé's hive don't play. It's about to be on. The energy in the comments was electric. Thousands of people taking sides, posting memes, and predicting that Nicki's career might be on the chopping block. Someone else dropped a comment that summed it up perfectly. "Nicki Minaj, whatever beef you got with Jay-Z, keep it there. Don't drag Beyoncé or her kids into it. She's the real queen you wish you could be." The post blew up across every platform. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everyone weighing in on whether Nicki's finally gone too far. So what do you think? Did Nicki just sign herself up for a quiet industry takedown from the Carters? Or will she somehow bounce back from this storm? Either way, the internet's watching every move.